Hey guys, so many of you have called into customer service and have been like, how do you put a tourniquet on your sun visor? It's really quite simple. We all know how to stage the tourniquet, right? Or rather we should. And if you don't know how, you'll learn that in training. Actually, you know what? I'll show you how to stage it real quick. You're going to take that tourniquet, you have it in its full length. There's no turns in the windlass. It's really kind of just good to go, right? You're going to take that red tab end and fold that over. Maybe just an inch from the end of where the red tab ends, inch and a quarter. It doesn't have to be too terribly much. What that's going to do is provide you something really good and solid to pull onto. Actually, told you wrong. We're going to put that through the buckle first, and then we're going to do that, because that's going to provide you something real good and solid to hold on to when you have to pull that tourniquet around to achieve arterial restriction. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to set our length of this end right here, okay? And what I normally like to do is I like to take the length of the windlass here, or rather towards the end of the windlass, and fold this over to where this strap is the same length from the end of the buckle to the end of the windlass. You see that there? And see, we're pretty close to the money. And don't be afraid of this this Velcro material sticking. You actually want that, because what that's going to do is when we take this other loop end and fold it over, what happens is this smooth side is going to keep that hooked end from hooking to itself. When you're trying to utilize a tourniquet, you really just don't have a lot of time. So we want to stage this appropriately to where you're actually set up for success. Okay, so we have that soft end, or that smooth end, folded over again from the end of the buckle to the end of the windlass. We see that there. And then we'll take the excess here, that loop, and fold it over. So that is a successfully staged tourniquet. So at that point, what we can do is we can take that loop that we have created right here, take it just like this, and slide it over the end of the sun visor. And it should stay put just like so. There are some dangers in terms of tourniquet degradation. We're talking about the material. So whenever you put your visor down, that's going to cause an issue with that tourniquet being exposed to UV rays. So I personally, whenever I stow a tourniquet in this position, I normally keep my sun visor up in order to protect the tourniquet as much as possible, so that we're not causing degradation to that nylon material because of the exposure to the UV rays. Another thing to note is we're in the summer right now and it's hot, which means your vehicle is going to heat up. What that can also do is that can expose your tourniquet. There is a hook material that is an adhesive, and as a matter of fact, we actually have a tourniquet here that really exposes this point here to where that adhesive can melt and cause a failure point for the adhesive to be utilized the way you want it to in terms of utilization for your time tab in the future. So it's food for thought. All in all, I think this is a great way to stow a tourniquet so that you can have it ready to go in a moment's notice, and it's right there, and all you have to do is a quick flip and you're ready to render aid, whether it be to yourself or another individual. And that's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, and thanks for hanging out.